Now I'm going to tell you the story of the percentage. I'm going to tell you how the percentage going to work. You can make 100 pieces in an apple, and you can take out one piece. It going to become a single 1%, and 15% of the apple. You take 15 pieces or 50 pieces. If you take it becomes 50% of the apple. You can take the 5 pieces in 100 pieces. It going to become 5% of the apple. Or you can take 3 pieces in it. It going to become 3% of the apple. Now I going to tell you the story of it. The story of how it happened, the story of the how the percentage works. If you take $100 and it going to increase by 5% of it, you need to divide it into 100 pieces. Then here 1% is nothing but one bug, and 2% is two bug, and 5% is nothing but 5 bucks. So here you going to find it out. That thing it is the one. 100 bucks going to increase by 5% means it going to get increased by 5 bucks. So it gets to become equal to 105 bucks. That is the actual thing of percentages. Now I going to tell you how it going to work. Now I going to tell, if there are 50 apples, the 50 apples you need to increase by, you're going to take only 50% of the apple. Percentage means it is dividing into 100 pieces. If you divide 50 into 10 pieces, you're going to get 5 pieces in each. The 5 pieces in each. And if you going to make 100 pieces in it, the 100 pieces after you make, you going to get point 0.5 of an apple, or each percent is half an apple. Now I'm going to tell, in 50 apples, if you take 25 of the percent, means you are taking the 25 of the point 0.5 apple, or half of the apple. You're going to get it as 12.5 apples, or 12 full apples, and half an apple. Now I'm going to tell you the story of it, how the percentage works. If 20% of a number is going to be, the 20% of a number is going to be equal to 45, then what is the value of the 60% of the same number? I going to tell you how it going to work. 20% of it 45 means, if you made a number, you make it into 100 pieces, and among those 100 pieces, if you just take the 20 pieces gets to 45. So if you take the 40 pieces of it, it going to become 2 times of it. 45 times of 2 is 90 pieces. And if it going to take about the 60 pieces, the 60 pieces going to become 3 times of 45, or 90 plus 45, it going to become equal to 135. The 60% of the number is 135. You can find out the 100 pieces of it one. The 100 pieces of it going to become, the 5 times of the 20 is 100. So 100 pieces going to become 45 times of 5. 45 times of 5 means it is 45 times of 2 is 90. 90 times of 2 180. 180 plus 45, it going to become 225. It going to be 225 is the total number. 20% of the number is 45. 60% of it is 135, or full 100%, or the actual number is 225. Now I going to turn it out another problem in it. A store increases a store increases the price by the 50%. the price of the TV by 15%. Now, if the original price is $80, now you need to tell out what is the new price of the TV. The original price of the TV is $80. What is the new price of the TV? You can do it in the same way like this. If the original price is $80, you divide it into 100 pieces. You divide it into 100 pieces. First, if you divide it into 10 pieces of it, you're going to get it like 10 pieces in it. Each piece is 8 bucks. And now you need to divide it into 100 pieces because 100 pieces are needed to find out the actual percentages. The point 8 bucks is the each piece of 100 pieces. If you make it into 100 pieces, it going to become each piece as point 0.8. So if you take out the two pieces or the 2%, it going to become zero point 0.8 times of 2, or it is 1.6 bucks. Or if you take out 3%, it going to become zero point 0.8 times of 3, or 8 times of 3 is 24. It is 2.4 bucks. Now you need to find out 15%. So let's find out what is 5% or 5 parts of the 100 pieces. It is zero point 0.8 times of 5. 8 times of 5 is 40. So it going to be 4 bucks. And if you find out what is the value of the 10 pieces, 10 pieces is nothing but it is just an 8 bucks. And it is the one 8 bucks, 8 bucks and 4 bucks. 8 bucks, 10 pieces is 8 bucks, and 5 pieces is 4 bucks. So it going to make 8 plus 4, it going to make 12 bucks. 12 bucks is the increased price. If you going to increase by 15% of the TV thing, so original price is 80 and increased by 12 bucks, it going to become 92 bucks. That is the actual problem of it. Increased to actually from 80 to 92. Now another problem they are asking for you. The another problem ask like this in this one. A shop give about a 25% of the discount. After giving 25% of the discount, the price of the laptop going to become equal to the 600 bucks. The 600 bucks of the laptop. Now you need to find what's the original price of it. Original price of it. Original price you can take out as 100%. Original price is just and only 100%. And now it going to decrease by 25%. Decrease by 25% means you take out just 25 pieces in 100 pieces of the original price, and then it going to become like this. If you take out 25 pieces, it gets to become 75%. The 75% of it going to make 600 bucks. 600 bucks and 600 bucks. 75% is 600 bucks means 25% of it, or the 25 pieces of it you take, it going to make 600 by 3, or it going to make about 200 bucks. Each 25 pieces makes 200 bucks, and again divide by the 5, you going to get 5%, or the 5 pieces. It going to become 5 4 times is 200. It going to becomes 40 pieces, or each 5 pieces is going to have 40 bucks, or each of this again you divide by 5, you're going to find 1%, or the one piece of the 100 pieces equal to 40 by 5. 5 1 times 5, 8 times 8 bucks. So each piece of the 100 going to value for 8 bucks means what is the original price of the laptop. So it going to be multiplied by 100 pieces. 8 times of 100, it's going to become 800 bucks. 800 bucks is the original price of the laptop. 25% discount make it into 600. Now I going to tell different problems of the percentage. Now it is the only thing of interest giving it one. If you take a $500 of debt from the bank and you need to give it out at a simple interest of 5%, and this is the simple interest, this is always a simple interest, is going to be the simple interest for 3 years. Now you can find out what is the actual, you get it out, actual, you get it out. Now I going to tell you, if you take it like this one and you going to get it like this 500, and you going to find 5% of it 500, you must divide into 100 pieces, because each piece of the 100 it going to make each day of this one $5. Each $5 is one piece of the 100 pieces of it. If 100 pieces of it going to make it each like this, if 100 pieces of it each piece going to be $5, then you going to find it out what is the 5% or 5 pieces of it. 5 pieces going to make it as 5 times of the $5, or it going to make $25, as the it is 5%. 5% for 3 years means 25 for 3 years. 25 times of 3, it's going to become 75. It is $75, and you going to pay out $500 with $75. It going to become 500 plus 75, which is $575. That is the actual value of the percentages. It is the only value of the percentages. You can find out there are 1,000 population of a city. It going to increase by 2% this year. What is the new percentage of the population? You going to divide 1,000 into 100 pieces. First, if you divide this 1,000 into 10 pieces, they're going to be 100 each. Then if you divide it into total 100 pieces, each piece going to be each one is each 100 pieces 1%, which is 10 people. 10 people is 1%, and 2% is nothing but it going to be equal to 2 times of the 10, which going to be 20. The 1,000 population get it as nothing but 1,020. That is the actual population of the new town. That's how you going to get it as like this. Bye.